Welcome to Provo, Utah, Lavelle Edwards Stadium at altitude. Altitude that's been piloted by the likes of Young, McMahon, and Detmer, and home to the BYU Cougars. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the BYU Cougars offense will get the first swing of the game. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open or whether he's open, because he's always open.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Retzlaff. It's complete to the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Snags it over the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. It's 3rd down, and the line to gain is the 36. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to buy time. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. So Houston's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense, you continue seeing that coverage.
Pick up and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Looking to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Need. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw.
And that ball is picked off. And they'll drag reception. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
From the gun, give on the inside. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Mistakes are going to happen as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Throws to the tight end. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. Now facing a third and long. Smith wants to throw. Unloads to the right. Got his man. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Scrambling away. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now this offense facing a third and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down. Houston will be forced to punt. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
And here comes the offense on second down. Off the play fake. Coming after it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
He looks that one in nicely. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Feeling some heat. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Smith dropping to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he pulls it in at the 15. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can break. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Trying to get to it. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Houston. You have to wonder what the defense was thinking there. I mean, he just gashed them all by himself.
Boy, and you think quarterback runs sometimes, but you can't think about it all the time. And you got misdirection. There's so many things to look at. The quarterback can throw it, but when you got an athlete behind center that can do that, it's just frustrating. Too many things to try to stop.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. The give on the inside. Plows through the defense. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish. Got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Hand off from the shotgun. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Looking to throw for it. Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They'll try the right side. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Smith wants to throw. They're setting up the screen. At the 20, he's got space. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quick strike complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
They'll make the stop, but the chains will move. It's a 1st down for Houston.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And he added the extra point.
Houston, 14, BYU, 3.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make it.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Looking deep down the right side. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They have just 3 measly points on the board, but trying to cobble a little something together here before halftime.
Yeah, make something happen. And listen, if I'm this defense, I want to keep them right where they're at. Done a great job all game keeping them in check. Don't let them get some cheap points going into the half, get momentum, and start feeling confident about themselves.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Looking to throw it again. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Catch in the middle. It's screen. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Throws to the wideout. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Looking downfield, it's Retzlaff. He's moving out of the pocket. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, BYU!
That's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, BYU!
I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the Houston offense once again. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it.
He lost one down the sideline. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. And he's going to try to return this one. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll start this third quarter with a run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. Not sure what it is, but he's lost one deep down the right side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chain. Coming to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Keeps it going. Steps away. He'll try to do it himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Smith dropping to pass. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that's going to tie it up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intention. Those guys are...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. Let's see what he can do with it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. A third and long coming up here. He's looking downfield to throw. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really...
Fires one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Gets it out quickly. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
As a defensive guy, it's so hard to cover these running backs out of the backfield because starts to go to the flat. Oh, no, I got to go cover him, and then boom. He hits that angle route, cuts right inside, gets inside of me, and now I'm just chasing him, trying to get him on the ground. Nice route by the offense.
The give to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Retzlaff. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
BYU has this offense clicking. He's going to pass. Immediately fires to the middle. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22? Now on 2nd and short after the first down completion. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Roberts. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. Quick pass on the fly motion. And BYU will get the first down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
They'll try the left side. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
A field goal here would put them on top, but a touchdown's what you want in a game like this. Looking to throw, it's Retzlaff. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. They take the lead with the 6. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing Even with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. And now on second down for this offense. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. This defense has kept him backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Firing to the right, complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Retzlaff. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats, and he's shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Keeps looking downfield. Still running at the 40. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. BYU right back to the line.
I tell you what, these are so frustrating, right? He drops back. It's a pass. He wants to throw the football. But when he starts scrambling, these are those chances where you get those chase down poke outs or hit the QB as hard as you can to try to force a fumble. You got to do something to get the offense the football back.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He finds his man.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal?
It is good. And now the lead is even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw it. That's caught. It's Wilson. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. He wants to throw. Wiggles free. Bought a little time. Lets it go. He's got his man. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Makes the grab. It's Wilson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's 1st and goal from the 5. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Moving out of the pocket. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Houston. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Back to throw. It's Retzlaff. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Makes a move. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. They're trying to get to it. Slings it downfield. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Looking to scramble. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking for a man. It's Retzlaff. He makes the connection. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Going up top on 1st down. Caught near the sideline, it's Roberts. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
The bad news, he didn't get the 1st down there. The good news, though, he got out of bounds, stopped the clock. They still have 1 timeout. So there's a lot of time still in this 2-minute situation to march down the field and get a score.
Got it in the middle, it's Hill. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Green. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Took a shot as he threw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion.
Touchdown, Cougar! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the 4th quarter. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Houston offense comes onto the field. And if you list the priorities here, Jesse, first thing, he puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. Line gets set, 1st down. Give to the single back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments in big games and make the play to win. We didn't see it happen today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.